China's technology-proficient single-person families will become larger, helping to boost economic growth. Mainland China had about 500 million registered households at the end of 2020, but 125 million of these, or 1 out of 4, consisted of just one individual, according to the latest government data. It is mind-boggling to learn that the world's second-largest economy has such a vast number of single-person households, the total number of which is as large as population. Urbanization, in which the population shifts from rural to urban areas, is an obvious reason for the proliferation of single-person households. The great majority of 2- and 3-bedroom flats provided in Chinese cities cannot support the ideal of having one big family living together. It is simply impossible at present to have 4 generations of a family live under one roof. More significantly, advances in technology have made it easier for an individual, man or woman, to live alone and prosper. The wide use of online food deliveries, for example, has helped shape how single-person households thrive. This so-called lonely economy has become a new market segment for many products and services. While there are many questions on how expansion of this lonely economy will affect the nation's health over the long term, spending by 2 single-person households, for instance, tend to be larger than the expenditure of a larger household. As such, many young individuals who account for most of the country's single-person households have boosted consumer spending, which has helped drive economic growth across the country. Chinese merchants and internet platform operators have moved swiftly to cater to the needs of this growing consumer market segment. In today's connected world, a smartphone is all that a person needs to become part of various digital communities based from on-demand local services, ride-hailing, video gaming, social media, online shopping, banking and healthcare. Amid that digital transformation, there is little to no evidence that the number of single-person households in China may peak anytime soon. These households, which made up about 6% of the mainland's population in 1990, have steadily grown in number over the past 3 decades. Given China's aging population, the eventual share of one-person households on the mainland is likely to be higher than those in Japan or South Korea. Nearly 40% of households in Japan currently consist of single-person units. In South Korea, the share of such units has surpassed 1/3 of the country's total number of households. As such, the elderly who make up the rest of China's growing single-person households require increased attention from the healthcare services industry as well as the broader community in which they belong. This segment will require the government to plan ahead and earmark necessary resources to cope with the country's aging population.